It's Christmas Day, it's Christmas Day.
Hello and welcome to the Dietrich Gamecast 2013 Game of the Year Deliberations Part 1.
That was a mouthful.
It's the biggest day of the year, gentlemen. Joining me from last year's Game of the Year Deliberations, Mitchell Dene and Jessi Simmons.
Yes.
And replacing Jorge Gomez Jr.,
Thank
Chris
God.
McAfee.
How's it going?
It's going great. This is serious business. Last year we chose XCOM Enemy Unknown. Check out our podcast. Yeah, we came to Loggerheads. This year we're all going to agree. I can feel
This
it.
year we played a lot more games, and we have a better strategy of going at this.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna compromise on XCOM. X-compromise.
Well, who knows? There was a new XCOM thing.
That's not gonna win.
But it was DLC, wasn't it? Or
No, the shooter.
Oh.
Enemy unknown.
No
Anyway.
one played that though.
So this first video we're going to be cutting from all the games we played the bad games, so we can just look at the good games next year or next episode.
Okay.
Rather.
Not next year.
Yeah.
We're not looking at them next year. This is it. So let's get right to it. I played The Cave from Double Fine. It was an adventure game. Ron Gilbert on it. Wasn't very good. You guys want to cut it?
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
Great. I'm deleting it. Now, Mitchell and Chris both played Dead Space 3. What do we think about keeping that on the list?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was quite fun.
It was fun as a co-op game.
Yeah, definitely. By yourself, I mean, it's a Dead Space, classic Dead Space, but we really enjoyed it playing together.
Weren't there a lot of complaints about it being too actiony, not enough horror?
It was
I
definitely.
didn't complain about that. I don't like horror
He doesn't
games.
like horror, but there were several times where I found like the second player has more horror, like of an adventure than Isaac Clarke does.
Oh
Because
yeah, I was playing as a second player.
yeah, he was playing as a second player, and what was his name?
Carver. Something.
Yeah, but he had like a bunch of hallucinations.
From the Weekenders.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bunch of them. They would just randomly show up, and I could hear him freaking out.
It was, I didn't know what the hell was happening though. Because you would like, we were in a room, you'd open a door, and then suddenly my screen would go into this weird like red and black world
Oh.
with like shadows chasing me, and I had to shoot them. And then I had to like shoot this giant statue thing. I don't know what the hell is going on.
And I was asking what was going on. He's like, "Don't you see the hallucinations?" And I'm like, "No." So he sent me like a few videos on Snapchat.
Great.
I think it was a good game. I enjoyed it. I
So
mean,
we think it has a chance of making the top 10?
yeah,
Sure.
it was.
All
It
right.
wasn't huge horror, but I enjoyed it.
Me and Jessi played MLB 13 The Show, the follow-up to our number 2 game of the year last year.
Yeah.
I think it has a chance to make the top 10.
I think it would have a chance. I mean, it improved in certain aspects of the game that I would definitely.
But was it just
Give it
like
a
the
chance.
exact same game?
No.
Pretty much? No.
But even if it was, it has a chance to make the top 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Sit down, Mitchell.
I think. Unless there's big disagreement.
No, yeah, I haven't played it.
Not yet.
Played it.
Not yet, anyway.
Gears of War Judgment. Mitchell.
No, it's just like every other Gears of War. So there's not much.
But the Gears of War
difference.
games are good.
They're fun, but it's not top 10 material.
So we did a video look at it.
Oh, that was a good video. I remember that.
It had some... It was interesting, at least. You weren't playing as Marcus.
Mhm.
There were those little side mission things.
Yeah.
But you don't think it has a chance?
Yeah, yes.
No.
I agree.
I don't know. I wasn't. I don't
Wow.
even think I finished the campaign.
Mitchell cutting a Gears of War game.
I whiffed hard on a lot of jokes during that.
This is bold.
I liked the first one, and the second one was good. The third one was okay, but it was just the same
I think
thing.
the second one was my favorite.
I played a lot of the second one. Judgment, I don't know. It's just, I didn't really care about the characters.
Holy crap.
So are we cutting it?
Yeah, we're cutting it.
Wow. All right. Bioshock Infinite, yes.
Staying, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cities in Motion 2. Me and Mitchell played this. It's a city. You flying like bus routes and train routes. I really like the concept, but there's one huge flaw. So there'd be streets, right? There'd be
Mhm.
streets through your city. But every block, the street name would change. So you
Right.
can never tell what streets are what. And they'd repeat. So I can't even play it. Because I was naming all my stops after the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But they change every block.
Uh,
That's unacceptable for me.
That's really weird.
that is weird. I played a little bit of it.
Also, well, I don't think it was that exciting.
It wasn't. very
Even though I
fun.
love buses.
I tried to play it. Yeah, you pitched me that bus game.
Yeah.
That bus board game. That was a good
Board bus game.
game.
Someone from my
Board bus.
school said that they watched the podcast and they heard what you said. They said it was a really, really good idea.
I know. Every idea I have is really good. Come on.
You really liked it.
Including cutting cities of motion too.
Yeah.
Are we okay with that? All right. Mitchell, we played Poker Night 2.
Yeah, we did.
You could cut it if you want. It had Claptrap in it.
That's true. It did. It also had
Sam.
and
Guy from Evil Dead.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say him. It had Max and
Sam Max, yeah.
Max. Then it had Gladys was in it, I think.
Yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good poker game because the AI kind of sucked.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Let's cut it.
All right. It was interesting, poker night.
It was $5.
Yeah.
$5. Grid 2. So I loved the first Grid game, but I feel like this one was a real big step back. I didn't like the career progression. All the cars kind of drove the same. The Indy cars drove just like regular cars. Like, how do you drift an open wheel car? Come on.
I know, right?
So I finished most of that, and I don't really see it on this list. I feel like F1 2013 was better from Codemasters, and I don't think they're going to get 2 games on this list.
Okay.
We okay with that?
I'm okay.
Yeah, shut it down.
Now, Mitchell, you played Deadpool.
Yeah. I had fun playing that. It was enjoyable. I enjoy comic book heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anti-heroes, I guess you could say, in Deadpool's case.
I didn't think it looked that good,
No?
if I'm honest.
Well, it
The
wasn't.
gameplay seemed kind of generic.
Yes,
It was generic.
I
and
didn't really
repeated
like the
itself.
writing.
Also, there were some really
Right.
weird scenes.
Yeah, well, it's Deadpool, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta kind of...
Come on, it's Deadpool. Mitchell, nobody knows what you're talking about. There's not a Deadpool movie. People don't know comic characters unless there's a movie.
I do.
Yeah, I know it wasn't like amazing, but I enjoyed it. So I'm okay with cutting it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Not gonna push for it?
No, I mean it was just a fun time waster.
Okay. It was a time waster, I'll give you that.
Mhm.
Let's cut it. Papers, Please. The dystopian document horror game.
That
Okay.
was such an annoying game.
So, you guys are really foolish, and I'm keeping Papers, Please.
I think it stays on.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna...
played it and I got really annoyed with
We'll
it.
have an argument over this later
Yes.
on.
We'll get there.
Disney Infinity, I spent $200 on. So I think we should talk about it more? I don't know. It was a pretty cool game. You built all sorts of stuff.
Well, I mean,
I'm not into
different
those
game
kind of
worlds.
games.
it's not so much a new idea because
No,
of
I'm not
Skylanders
saying
and everything, but it kind of seemed to take a step up, at least from.
Yeah, I liked it more than I like
and
Skylanders.
everything. And more people are invested in Disney
Yeah.
than they are in Skylanders. So
Come on,
having
it's the Spyro franchise.
I played a little bit of it. I don't know. It
I
was-
feel like we should talk about it.
Yeah, well, I'd say keep it on.
It was interesting in the fact that you could build your own maps, but I'm not into those kind of games.
Not your style. Understandable.
Oh, here's something a bit more your style. Saints Row 4.
I played a bit of that.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good game.
Chris played a bit more of it.
No, he did buy it, so
Yeah.
I went over there and played a little bit.
I feel like that should have a chance to make the top 10. Do you agree, Chris?
Yeah, definitely.
I had fun
Mitchell?
playing it. Yeah, it was cool. I liked the superpowers. It was lots of fun in using it.
Mm-hmm.
It totally took out the like reason for having cars though.
Yeah, no. You don't drive cars in that game.
You just fly around.
You
and
run them over.
Great.
You basically just sprint and fly.
All right.
Beat people up
Which is
with
a lot
your
of fun because you can just like fly
yeah,
all around.
and then kill
Jumping,
people.
running off buildings and then flying and then running to another building and then
Kill people with your dubstep gun.
yeah, that's fun.
Oh, you gotta have the dubstep.
Mm-hmm.
They actually made one of those. It
Yeah.
doesn't work, but I mean it plays dubstep, but it doesn't blow people up.
Oh,
Power
too
of
bad.
dubstep.
It's a shame.
Technology's not there yet. Anyway, let's move on. Crisis 3.
Nope, got it.
Nah.
I was not impressed by what I saw of Crisis 3 at all.
Second one was okay. The
Yeah.
first one was amazing though.
Yeah, the first one was great. You have all the open spaces and
Yeah,
it
it
looked
was
amazing.
way more open.
And then it just becomes like a generic
Shooter.
shooter.
hmm
I don't know. Chris?
I played a little bit of
It was fun, but like not
Top 10.
no
Fun.
no.
It was a generic shooter.
Yeah.
With a bunch of superpowers,
And
but not even superpowers.
I don't think that cuts it anymore.
No.
Alright, we cutting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Now, State of Decay.
That's
zombie
Stain.
survival
That's
game.
Stain.
I agree with you.
I love that game.
Just-
That's a great game.
From the little I've played of it, it seems amazing.
It was so much fun. It really puts in a lot of the zombie aspects that
Yeah.
you would think
And the
would be
cars
there.
don't respawn. It's so cool.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that after a while, and I was just like using cars
You
all
can just-
willy nilly.
If you blow
And
up all the
then-
cars, you blew up all the cars.
Yeah, willy nilly. And
Really
yeah,
vanilla.
so I couldn't find cars anywhere near me, so I was like, oh, I gotta like save these cars. So
That's
I started
wicked.
like putting them in like strategic areas, being like, okay, well if I get caught here, then there's a car here that I know I can use.
Yeah, I think that's a good contender.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Having to gather supplies, talk to other survivors. I mean, there was a story aspect behind it, but I didn't really do the story. It was more just survival and get like the big base
And getting killed and having to loot your body.
Oh, I died once as the girl you get in the beginning.
Yeah.
I climbed up a water tower, and climbing back downstairs not as easy.
No.
Ladders. So I just fell off. I was like, oh well, I'll just die and then
You're walking downstairs.
I'll
Die and respawn?
respawn, and then
Oh,
I won't go up
no.
the water tower. And then I was all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, she was a great person. I'm like, what? So I restarted the game from the beginning. I was like, nope.
Great. That's cheating. Come on.
I thought it was a really fun game. It was cool. It came to PC a little while later, right?
Yeah.
It was originally on Xbox.
Yeah, that's where I played it.
I'd be interested to see a multiplayer version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a co-op, something that'd be pretty cool. But they said that they weren't gonna do a. But you never know.
Well then, we'll leave that. Let's talk about another multiplayer game. Defiance.
No.
Based on the sci-fi hit television series.
Which was a fun series. I
So this is like kind of an MMO, right, Chris? You play
Yeah.
it.
It's boring.
Boring. Good?
Yeah, it's not fun.
Is it like all MMOs?
Were there any good parts?
Not really. It's like it puts you right in the action, but it doesn't really tell you what to do. So I didn't
Good.
know where I was going, what I was doing, what my objective was at all.
Oh, that's because you weren't following the TV show. I don't
No, it wasn't.
know.
It's just bad.
Come on, it's on the Space
It had
Channel.
nothing to do with the TV show.
Like,
Really?
It's
Yeah.
connected.
I watched
That's
the TV
dumb,
show and I
man.
watched a little bit of the gaming, and it looked boring.
It was very boring.
So I'm going to cut it then.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. This one I'm not even sure qualifies, but we should mention it.
Well, it's
It-
like in the middle.
Yeah.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It is a standalone game,
Yeah,
It
has
was
nothing
fun,
to do
but
with Far Cry 3.
I beat it a little
Yeah.
while ago. I
but
played
it's
it.
kind of an expansion.
Yeah, it's the story is interesting, and the way they went about it was interesting. But
I like
it
the
is
concept that it's like an 80s
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
movie on steroids.
And then you like throw 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, just to get people's attention. It used all the same mechanics as Far Cry.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I mean, it's definitely not top 10, but I enjoyed playing it.
Mhm.
We can leave it in.
Do you want to? I feel like we should cut it on principle. I don't know. I'm kind of struggling with it.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, just cut it.
Chris, you alright with that?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it. Alright, now we have an entry from the famed Doritos developers.
No.
Crash Course 2.
We were just bad at it. That's why.
And it's just such a repetitive game.
Keep it on there.
No.
I had fun.
No.
Jesse, why should we keep it on there?
I do.
Don't.
You don't actually have to. It
Okay.
It was kind of
just
fun.
kind of felt like Crash Course 1.
Yeah,
but
'cause it
in
was
different
But with a
worlds.
bunch of free-to-play garbage in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
It
It's
was
just
fun.
Not.
It was a
Yeah.
time
It's
waster.
this is
Got it.
this is nothing
Cut it.
special.
I'm cutting it. Chris says so. I gotta cut it.
Yeah.
It's been cut.
Metro Last Light.
Yeah, it stays.
It looked cool.
It's
It
very
looked really
cool.
cool.
It's very cool. Probably one of my favorite games of this year. So,
Alright, then I guess it's staying on. I guess we'll move on. NHL 14, Jesse?
I don't know.
I don't...
I mean, there was obviously an improvement on NHL 13 and everything,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it was enough to warrant it as a top 10 game. Like, NHL 13 didn't make it last year, if I
No.
remember correctly.
It did not.
And I don't think that NHL 14 put in enough to the game that it would have really bumped it up
No.
that high.
Well,
I
what do
feel
you-
like there were better sports games this year,
Well, what are
and
you
you
looking
guys
for?
aren't going to let us have half the list be sports games.
What are you looking for in an NHL though? Like,
Well, no, I'm not saying...
I feel like the career mode could be more interesting.
Well, obvious, like the biggest step up that they made in NHL 14 is they added the Live the Life mode, which is you play as you do be a pro mode, but then after games they interview you and you answer questions and you can choose, and like it balances out. So like your family will be happier, but your management will be less happy, and your teammates and everything. But the questions get so repetitive game after game that it's kind of like you play it for a few weeks game wise, and then it kind of just runs out of.
Also, I don't think that's what I'm looking for in a hockey game. Making my family happy.
Well, no, like the hockey's good in it, and the physics engine is great. It's just
I feel like there are stronger sports games.
yeah.
In MLB and FIFA.
As much as I don't want to do this because I love playing NHL, I would say cut it.
Then let's cut it. Mitchell, can I please cut Resident Evil 6?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I played it
Great.
all the way
That
through.
sucks.
It wasn't anything special.
No.
Nope.
Wasn't it more like action based? Couldn't you run and shoot?
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Not towards me.
I'm just sitting here.
I understand why you guys are bored. It's Resident Evil 6.
Yes.
I already cut it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Injustice Gods Among Us.
That's a fun game.
Mortal Kombat developers making a DC fighting game.
Really enjoyed that game.
Mitchell, you love superheroes.
I did love superheroes. Jessi also loves superheroes.
Feel like this game did them justice?
Oh, yeah. It was so
Or
much
injustice? Yeah, that's good.
It was tons of fun. I played it a lot at the apartments with the guys from school. It's just a fun fighting game. Really enjoyed it the way they went about it. They had like those special moves.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Not fatalities, though.
No.
Because Batman doesn't kill people.
No, it's like and it's not like at the very end. It's so you get a power up and then you can use it, but you have to hit the person.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because it shows off every one of the superheroes' like skills or powers.
And you can throw them in the background.
Yeah, and you can use like the environment.
It seemed like a really tight fighting game.
It was fun. Really enjoyed it. Lots of cool characters. It's nice playing as the villains and the good guys.
And I know you like that better than Killer Instinct, right?
Yeah.
Your Killer Instinct looked like so much fun.
Killer Instinct looks cool, but it's
I was joking.
Hilarious.
It was good in the Super Nintendo era.
Yes.
I like that one. That one was good.
Shame that doesn't qualify.
No.
For
I
2013.
definitely keep Injustice. That was a fun.
Okay, let's keep it then. Grand Theft Auto 5, yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now let's talk about Pokemon, Chris.
Yeah. That's
Now-
fine.
I didn't even play it, and it's staying.
Which one did you play?
I played X.
Okay, so we're only discussing X here. Y is off the table. Pokemon X, are we
Why?
keeping it?
Yeah. It adds so much, like graphics wise, gameplay.
Fully animated battles, right?
Yeah.
Did you play with Clink Clang?
No.
Okay.
So many people play it at my school. It's just like every time I go to class.
You're at a game design school.
Yeah.
It's Pokemon. Come on.
Yeah. It's a great game.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Blastoise or Feraligatr.
You a water type?
Neither of those were Diglett. You're incorrect.
Cloister. Cloister's where it's at.
I like Feraligatr. I played Pokemon Crystal.
Whoa, cool kid.
Barely any amount of time.
No, I got past that part I was stuck at.
What part were you stuck at? The start screen?
No, there's this.
Choose your starter.
I'm at the Elite
I
Four
give
now. I'm at the Elite Four now, but I'm bored.
Okay.
Boring game.
So we're keeping Pokemon X.
Yeah.
All right. FIFA 14. I played on the PlayStation 4, and I really liked, but I feel like that just may be the PlayStation 4 graphics.
Yeah.
Jesse, you played some of it.
From what I've seen, it's not really different than FIFA 13.
I don't like the scouting system in the franchise mode. It's
You showed me a little bit of the scouting
it's
system.
too intensive.
Yeah.
You're constantly having to go into your scouting reports and pick players to be analyzed further.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of it. So that's why I just play as Manchester United and sign all the people they mention in the news.
$54 million contracts.
Exactly. Except Wayne Rooney, I sold him.
For $54 million.
Doesn't he still play on Manchester?
Yeah, but I sold him
And
in
then signed
my
Thiago
fantasy world.
Silva.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva.
I only know.
You know
Rooney.
Thiago Silva?
You know Ronaldo? He's retired.
Which one?
Not Cristiano.
There's two.
Yes.
There's also Ronaldinho.
Oh, I know some guy named
Oh, no.
Messi.
And Rubinho.
Messi, yeah, he's on the
He's
cover.
on the
There you go.
commercials.
Kaka. And Hulk.
They're
With
gonna Or Bale.
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 some basketball
There's Bale.
player.
Anyway, I don't think this is going to go in the top 10, as much as I liked it.
LeBron James.
good
That's
with
his
that.
name.
Yeah.
He's a basketball player.
Yes.
He's in the commercials with Messi. and I skip them every time because I hate.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I enjoyed it.
I like it too.
I played the ship combat. So much fun.
I think it is better than Assassin's Creed 3. In
Way
most
better.
ways.
Any
Almost.
game in the series is better than Assassin's Creed.
I don't know. Assassin's Creed 1.
Okay,
First one-
those two.
The first one
are
was
tied
fun
for the
because
worst.
it's a classic, and it's
No,
Not though.
It's
It's
not.
not. It wasn't very good.
It does get boring.
It was
but
insanely
I
Just
repetitive.
because the first one does not make it good.
I know, but it was just I don't know. I liked
No,
it.
the second one completely blew
the-
the first one out of the
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Ezio saga is the
Yeah.
best of that series, but I
Oh,
think
yeah.
this is right up there.
I
the
got
cool
an
ship
Ezio-
battles.
I got an Ezio doll. I should bring that for a little video, whatever.
Have
I
a little
play-
video, your Ezio doll.
Yeah, I played a lot of.
You knew he
I
was
played a lot
alive.
of Black Flag. At
It's pretty wicked.
stuff. It's so much fun. The ship combat is the coolest thing, and it's way more open world now.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, you
get
sail
the,
around the whole
You get
Caribbean.
the maps and everything,
Yeah.
and you can go wherever you want. It's
Though I
so
felt
cool.
like it had a problem with too many collectibles.
Yeah, that's always been a
But
problem.
we'll get to that.
That's always been a problem.
Assassin's Creed has a lot of collectibles.
Yeah, I think
Especially the first
a lot of them are really unnecessary. But we'll have that argument later, I guess. Let's talk about F1 2013. I liked it. They had classic cars in it. That's the only real difference.
Yeah, it looks the same from all the other ones
Yeah.
we played.
But you can drive as Jacques Villeneuve, Canadian
So the only,
hero.
The only difference is
They have all the cool classic cars.
What about?
But a lot of those
Mello?
were DLC. Barrichello is not a legend.
Okay.
At least not for his driving. You know, he was around for a long time.
Is there a guy whose last name sounds like sausage?
Cecil.
There's probably a guy in the world that's last name sounds like sausage.
That was a former F1 driver.
No.
Sausage.
Who am I thinking of then?
You're just thinking of sausages. Focus.
I am very hungry.
I don't think
Same.
F1 2013 made enough advancements to put it in this list.
No, from what you said, it didn't sound like.
Yeah.
Though I realize that's slightly hypocritical because we left MLB in, but I think MLB is a much better game overall.
Okay. I can respect.
So we're ready to cut it?
Go for it.
Go for it.
I just finished Tomb Raider,
Mhm.
and I think it should stay on this list.
I agree with you. I
It was
played
a
little bit of it.
really cool reboot of the series.
I thought I like where they're going with it.
Yeah.
Um.
It's a lot like Uncharted, but I like the tone better.
Yes.
Well, I always like the Tomb Raider games. And I think it's cool that they're rebooting it, and it's more action based.
Yeah, I thought it was a really cool game.
It looked nice too.
Yeah.
Multiplayer was
They
interesting.
had Tress effects.
Tress FX.
I like
I know what that is.
Lara
Wow.
Croft's story.
Wow.
It's cool.
Keeping it?
Yeah, I'm done.
Chris, Splinter Cell Blacklist.
It was a good game.
I like the
it
multiplayer.
had, it looked like Conviction, but it felt like the classic Splinter Cell
Mhm.
games.
That's good. That's the
Which
best of
is-
both worlds.
Yeah.
Because Conviction wasn't very good.
It was a decent game. It wasn't the best, but
I
it
wasn't a
was,
big fan.
I liked
It was
it.
okay.
My favorite game was Chaos Theory. That was
Mhm.
a great game. And this
I like Double Agent.
that game sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
It was better than Conviction.
Loser. Sorry, that was mean.
I like the
Focus, Jesse.
Yeah, the
Blacklist.
multiplayer was fun.
Blacklist multiplayer was so much fun. It
Played
was.
that for like an hour and a half straight.
I know. It was so much fun. It was really tense too,
Yeah.
because like
Because it's 2v2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it could be more.
Yeah, but
But we were only able to get 2 people at a time.
Of course.
But it was like really tense because you, as the spy, you gotta figure out the way to
Mhm.
get away. It's like so there's like a guy right under you, and you're like, oh, should I drop down? But his buddy will see me and then kill me. So it's like, it was awesome. I
So we're
loved it.
keeping it?
Definitely, I'm done.
Cool. Battlefield 4.
I played the Beto.
Beto?
Beto.
Okay, but Chris
That was-
played the actual game, so I'm going to follow his opinion.
I don't know. It looked good.
It looks great.
It looked really good, but I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters. So
No.
I wish-
to me it wasn't that great.
I wish I had played this game, but
Also, all the issues they've had. They have three law firms organizing class action lawsuits because of how bad the game had it.
Has
You know,
been
the
played.
issues.
yeah, I heard a lot about the problems. I wish I had played this because yeah, I did play the beta or demo or whatever, and I did enjoy that.
I don't think it would get that high on this list, even if
No.
you had played it.
Yeah.
No.
So, Chris, are we cutting it?
Yeah, sure.
Did any of us play the Call of Duty Ghosts?
No.
No. Thank God.
Does
I
anyone
don't
care?
like first-person shooters, so.
I don't care about Call of Duty anymore.
It is not on this list. It looked.
It's probably like number 12. They're pretty consistent. But we only go to 10, so
Yeah.
it's not on. Jesse, you played The Last of Us.
Yes, I did. Keep it on.
Yep.
That was an amazing game.
I agree.
I agree.
I concur.
Jesse, you also played Madden NFL 25.
Now, originally.
Stupid name.
Yeah. Well, because
Stupid
it's
name.
25 years.
Stupid
But
name.
it's-
Yeah, it's
yeah,
still
I
stupid
agree.
name.
It's
What
still-
happens when they put out the 2025 game?
It's Madden NFL 2025. Or probably won't be Madden games anymore.
Yeah, they'll get Tiger Woods over on that.
Yeah, Tiger Woods NFL. Of course. Tiger Woods is the only person to win Sportsman of the Year twice.
I played a little bit of NFL. 25.
It's like originally I wanted to keep this on here because like at first I played it and I was like, this is just every Madden game that I've ever played, and then I slowly started playing it more, and it adds more to the game as you get more into it, but I don't think it would make the top 10
I enjoyed playing it.
regardless.
So we're cutting it?
Yeah, I would say cut it.
Though Mitchell enjoyed it.
I had fun.
Well, what was the last Madden game you played?
Oh, wait.
Did it feel different from 08?
It
In any
looked
way?
nicer.
Is that
A
it?
little smoother, but not really. It's just like, you take the ball. You take the ball and
And you throw it?
and you throw it. And you pick where you're going to throw it. It's just...
I tried playing NFL 12 or 11, and I couldn't get past where you pick your strategies and things. Where you
Well, they because after that they put in something called Game Flow where it just picks it for you.
You just hit the A button and the computer does stuff.
oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't
So
like that.
it tells you what to do.
The
I
issue
didn't know
I
what I
have
was
with
doing.
football games now is that you're not doing much. Like, all the defense is mainly computer.
Well, when I play, I
The
control.
offense.
I don't like
parts of the
playing defense. I don't like playing defense. It's horrible. It's so stupid.
I know, I had Jim with you. You just stand by the net and go like, hey! And no one would ever pass to you.
But
What?
Anyway,
No, I was quarterback.
well,
I cut Madden while you guys were talking, so let's move on.
Oh,
I
okay.
noticed that.
I played Contrast on the PS4.
no,
That was... that game sucked.
I think we
that
should,
game looked so cool at the start.
Yeah, it's a great concept. You can move into the shadow world and you can platform on shadows and then pop back out. But the game has a lot of issues, and the story doesn't really go anywhere,
It looked boring to me.
and the puzzle design wasn't great. But I finished it. So, Anyway, I'm cutting that.
I'm okay with that.
But Resogun.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
It's
So
like Geometry Wars, but like...
yeah, it's sort of a 2D shooter, but you're moving around sort of a sphere.
Yeah, you pick up humans.
Yeah, you have to save the last humans, and the controller yells at you.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I turned that off.
Save the
It's
humans.
so annoying.
Yeah.
Save the human.
It's loud too.
Yeah, but it's a cool.
Fun game.
Yeah, it's really well
I
made.
really like that game, and it's like not even. It's like. It's just so simple.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you that you don't need a bunch of like crazy.
Yeah, you just
graphics and
need
story.
good design.
Yeah.
Though there's only 5 levels, but it was free.
Yeah, I could.
PS
I
Plus.
think I got to the 3rd level.
Yeah.
On just like a normal difficulty. It's I think we should keep it in here. I really enjoyed it. It was just a fun time waster.
I think we can keep it in here. Did I miss any games? Or do we have our contenders?
We got our top 16.
Did you count? Did you actually count that?
He did.
Oh, I was wondering. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, so
Our
our
basketball tournament.
our contenders going into our 2nd episode are Dead Space 3, MLB 13 The Show, BioShock Infinite, Papers, Please, Disney Infinity, Saints Row 4, State of Decay, Metro Last Light, Injustice Gods Among Us, Grand Theft Auto 5, Pokemon X, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Tomb Raider, Splinter Cell Blacklist, The Last of Us, and Resogun. That sound good to you guys?
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be.
So next episode we're cutting 6 of those games. Are
This
you
is gonna
guys
be a
ready?
long episode.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So be sure to tune in tomorrow for that episode. And then the episodes after that, Paper Please is going to be Game of the Year. So tune in then.
No.
Come on. Come on.
It's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day.